Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. We will be kicking off in 5 minutes' time. That's right, the quiz will start in just 5 minutes' time. Grab yourself a drink, make sure you got your video calls up with your team, and we'll see you very, very shortly. Hello and welcome to Pub Quiz Streams. As always, I'm Alex and thank you for playing. Hopefully you have all settled down. You've all got your team calls up and running, but we'll tell you a little bit more about how to do that later. And you're having a good Friday. We know it's been a couple of weeks of this now. So thank you to everyone that is still playing. I've had a quick look and it looks like we have still got about 78 teams playing this week. And we thought it'd be a bit of a quiet one. So thank you everyone for playing. So hello and welcome to the Panicked Shopper, the only local that's still going actually in these strange locked down times. Like I said, last check, we've had 78 teams playing tonight, which is absolutely fantastic. So welcome back to everyone that is a bit of an old hand at this, and hello to everyone that's new as well, because we know we do have some new teams in the house as well. So, and hopefully the technology is now going to work, because to tell you about how the quiz is going to work, how to submit your answers, how to do all of that, and also some new features, here is Dave. Hi Dave, how are you? I can't hear you, but I'm sure everyone else can. Why don't you go ahead and tell people how it works?
Okay, it's simple. If you played before, we've got a lot of newbies in today. It's great to have you with us. In just a few minutes, we'll ask you to refresh your pages. You'll see the great big box that says sign up now disappears, and in its place becomes your answer sheet. If you're in a pub, you get 3 pence for the pub. You have to bring your keyboard and mouse. So you type in your 10 answers, you need to put something in every box. For the first round only, you'll need to pick your team name from the drop-down list, and you'll need to, at the bottom of the sheet, give us your team secrets. That's what you'll have set when you signed up. That's so we know that you are who you say you are, and you're not trying to sneak someone else's wrong answers in, or probably help them misgive us. From there on in,
Well, oh no, Dave is super quiet apparently. Give me 1 second. Let's see if we can fix him. Yeah, I like this. It's like on the spot fixing. It's like agile and stuff, isn't it? Right, Dave, do you want to give us a few words now? Let's see if people can hear you.
I heard a shout from downstairs.
Oh, you're still looking a bit quiet. Let's see if we can boost you up even more. This is all very exciting.
Anything?
Dave?
Yeah, this is what you said when you said I fixed everything. I've got a whole new setup.
Okay, we don't know. I don't know if this is working, Dave, so we are going to very briefly shut you off. But it's been nice to speak to you, Dave. We'll we will try and get Dave working by the next round. So if you couldn't hear any of that, what you will need to do, as Dave is now going to type out for me, is the first place that you'll need to go is our website below, which is sociallydistant.pub. As you see, the link is all the way here. So the answer sheet will appear soon when we go live. When the answer sheet is live, you will be able to pick your team name, and then you'll put in your secret question there. So your secret answer. Once you've put in your secret answer, it will show you, it will sort of log you in for the rest of the quiz. So you only need to put that in once. If you have forgotten what your secret answer is, then give Dave an email at hello@sociallydistant.pub, and he should be able to sort that out, or DM us on Twitter at pubquizstreams. Simple as that, really. So you only need to do that for the first round. We've got some more stuff to do with leaderboards coming up, but hopefully Dave will be able to tell you more about that. Now, so I've just been reliably informed through the magic of the Google Doc that round 1 is now live. So if you refresh your pages, now's the time to do that, and you should be able to see that. So remember, this quiz is interactive. Do tweet us or Instagram us at pubquizstreams. Twitter's probably best. We will try and get a few of you on the line as well if we can get that working. And also subscribe to us on YouTube, because that does help us keep running this quiz. So if you are watching us directly or you're not, just give the video a link, a hit, and click subscribe. Simple as that. Massive thank you again to everyone that played last week's quiz in aid of Mind and NHS Charities Together. As you can see, the shaved head is well and true there, as we raised over the £1,000 that we were aiming for. So thank you all so much for that. And I think without further ado, we're going to get on with the quiz. So question number 1 of round 1. I suppose I should probably say that this next round has been one of our most requested rounds ever, because it's the Disney round. We're starting off with a popular one. So if you haven't already, refresh your answer sheets now. So question number 1. In the film Toy Story, what is the name of the boy who owns Buzz and Woody? That's question 1. In the film Toy Story, what is the name of the boy who owns Buzz and Woody? Question number 2. What was the name of the warm-hearted snowman in Frozen? That's question 2. What was the name of the warm-hearted snowman in Frozen? If you haven't got your answer sheet, refresh your pages and that should come up for you. Question number 3. What was the first name of Mr. Disney? That's question number 3. What was the first name of Mr. Disney? Question number 4. Which came first? Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride at Disney World, or Pirates of the Caribbean, the movie? That's question number 4. Which came first? Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride at Disney World, or Pirates of the Caribbean, the movie? If you can't see your answer sheet, make sure you refresh the page and then scroll down, and you should be able to see it there. Question 5 of the Disney round. In Finding Nemo, what is the address where Nemo is taken to? That's question 5. In Finding Nemo, what's the address where Nemo is taken to? Question number 6. What number is painted on Herbie the Love Bug? That's question 6. What number is painted on Herbie the Love Bug? Question number 7. Which film contains original songs by Mumford and Sons and Birdie? That's question 7. Which film contains original songs by Mumford and Sons and Birdie? Question number 8. During his first 8 appearances, Mickey Mouse whistled, cried, and laughed. It wasn't until 1929 when he first spoke. But what were Mickey's first words? As question 8, what were Mickey Mouse's first words? Question 9. Which Disney character has appeared in the most Disney films? As question 9, which Disney character has appeared in the most Disney films? And finally, question number 10. What is the name of the lamp mascot of Pixar? That's question 10. What is the name of the lamp mascot of Pixar? I'm going to run through those questions very quickly one more time. So question 1 was in the film Toy Story. What's the name of the boy who owns Buzz and Woody? Question number 2, what was the name of the warm-hearted snowman in Frozen? Question 3, what was the first name of Mr. Disney? And question 4, what came first, Pirates of the Caribbean the ride or Pirates of the Caribbean the movie? Question 5, what's the address where Nemo is taken to in Finding Nemo? And question number 6, what number is painted on Herbie the Love Bug? Question 7, which film contains original songs by Mumford and Sons and Birdie? And question number 8, during his first 8 appearances, Mickey Mouse didn't speak, but what were his first words when he finally made them? Question 9, which Disney character has appeared in the most Disney films? And finally, question number 10, what is the name of the lamp mascot of Pixar? So we are going to now take a break to mark your answers. To everyone that is having problems, remember, drop us an email at hello@sociallydistant.pub. That's where we'll actually be able to see them. We won't be able to pick them up through other means. So please do email us at hello@sociallydistant.pub. That way we can keep a track of it. As always, it's normally a bit of a longer break between the first and second rounds. That's why we make sure that everyone is set up and everyone can play. So we'll be back very, very shortly, probably about 5 or 10 minutes. Until then, grab yourself a beer, get your answers in, and we'll see you soon. if any of you were having issues with the answer sheet, we've just tried a bit of a fix on the website. So do refresh your pages and you should hopefully then see the answer sheet for round 1 if you haven't seen it already.
Thanks for everyone sending those answers in. We're going to start marking them now. If you haven't, now's your last chance to send your answers in.
Thank you, everybody, for waiting. We can tell that you now. Well, we can now tell you. God, words. We can now tell you that we have indeed marked round one. So congratulations to the. Oh, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 teams that are all on the maximum of 10 points after this. And also thank you to Dave for marking. So hopefully, what I'm now going to do is bring in a unmuted Dave to tell us a bit about round one. Dave, did it work?
Hopefully you can all hear me. Yeah, round one.
Oh, I still
Absolutely
can't
fantastic.
hear you. Well, Dave, tell us about your leaderboards.
Okay, so we've added a couple of features now. The leaderboard is, as always, on the leaderboard tab. With so many teams now, obviously, it's a bit hard to lose the teams you care about. So we've added a feature now where you can pick out the teams that you're competing against, be this your friends, family, your work colleagues. Tick those, click on the Add to My League button. And then there'll be a second tab on that page where you can go and see a sort of mini league of just the people that you care about, the people that you're competing against, the people that really matter to you.
I like that one. I think that's a really good feature, Dave.
Yeah. In addition to that, you can also see all of the answers that you've given and your score as you go along, whether you got each question right or wrong. If you click on the your score link, we also now show you how you stack up against everyone else in the quiz. So that could be a particularly hard question or a easy one.
Yeah. Also, guess what? I fixed it, Dave. I can hear you.
Great. I hope everyone else can.
Only took us 5 weeks, but hopefully, hopefully you could all hear Dave there, and he's taking you through our wonderful leaderboard. I think, Dave, we should probably get on with round 2. But what's your favourite answer that you saw?
Well, there's a couple I can't read out, and you know who you are. Just your mother would be ashamed. What were Donald Duck's? So what were Mickey Mouse's first words? Dicks out for Harambe.
It's what he would have wanted, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dave. Well, I'm going to hopefully now leave you. Not in a bad way, just in a hopefully you will disappear.
I thought we had something.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Right, well, thank you to Dave for that. Hopefully that worked. And if it did, and you are still hearing me and you heard Dave, then do you know what? It's time to go live. If you want to appear on our stream and tell us what your quiz team are getting up to, it's really, really, really simple. Just drop us a tweet at Pub Quiz Streams. That's the Twitter handle that is up there. Drop us a tweet there, and then we'll get you on our stream. As long as you say something like really obvious, like, hey, I want to be famous. So there. So hopefully now, if you refresh your pages, you will be able to see the answer sheet for round 2. Like I said, we got rid of all of the other teams. Congratulations to everyone that got such good scores in our first ever Disney round. But we're moving on to bigger, better, faster, harder, stronger, quizzier. So as you might be able to guess, this is all about things that are bigger, quizzier, harder, faster, quizzier, stronger, quizzier. It's big things, or the biggest, the strongest, the hardest. Not just me, as much as I might think it. So if you haven't already refreshed your answer sheets now, you should see the answer sheets for round 2. Don't forget to tweet us if you want to be part of the gang, as it were, and come onto our stream. And good luck. So question number 1. Which country is home to the world's biggest McDonald's? That's question number 1. Which country is home to the world's biggest McDonald's? Question number 2. In which American state would you find the largest city by area? As question 2, in which American state would you find the largest city by area? Question number 3. The cheetah is the fastest on land, but what is the world's fastest fish? That's question number 3. The cheetah is the fastest on land, but what is the world's fastest fish? Question number 4. According to Spotify, what was the world's most streamed artist of 2019? That's question number 4. According to Spotify, what was the most streamed artist of 2019? Question number 5. Who is taller, the world's tallest living man or the world's tallest living woman? That's question number 5. Who is taller, the world's tallest living man or the world's tallest living woman? Question 6. Harry Potter books are well known for being purchased in hardback, but which Harry Potter book is the longest? It's question 6. Which Harry Potter book is the longest in terms of pages here? We're talking original hardback publication. Harry Potter. Question number 7. In which country would you find the world's tallest guide mast? Which country would you find the world's tallest guide mast? So that is a phone or a TV mast that's stabilised by guy ropes. So basically just a very pointy tent. Question number 8. The longest railway tunnel in Europe goes under which of the following? Is it the Alps, the English Channel, or London? That's question number 8. The longest railway tunnel in Europe goes under which of the following? The Alps, the English Channel, or London? We are looking for the name, don't do an A, B, or C there. Question number 9. Naturally both from America, but which weighs more? The world's heaviest man or the biggest burger in the world? That's question number 9. Naturally both from America, but which weighs more? The world's heaviest man or the biggest burger in the world? And finally for this round, question number 10. Jonah Falcon, purportedly the man with the largest direct member in the world, at 13.5 inches, has agreed to donate his magnum dong to a museum in which country after his death? That's question number 10. Jonah Falcon, the man with apparently the world's largest erect penis, has agreed to donate his magnum dong to a museum in which country after his death? Again, we're going to run through those questions very quickly one more time. So, question 1 was, what country is home to the world's biggest McDonald's? Question 2, in which American state would you find the largest city by area? Question 3, the cheetah is fastest on land, but what's the world's fastest fish? And question 4, according to Spotify, who was the most streamed artist of 2019? Question 5, who is taller, the world's tallest living man or the world's tallest living woman? And question number 6, Harry Potter books are well known for being a bit long, but which is the longest? Question 7, in what country would you find the world's tallest guide mast? And in question number 8, the longest railway tunnel in Europe goes under which thing? Question number 9, they're both from America, but which weighs more, the world's heaviest man or the biggest burger in the world? And question number 10, where is John Falcon going to donate his 13.5 inch monster dong? What country is that? So you've got 2 or 3 minutes to get all of your answers in for that. We will be back very soon. Once we've got them marked. Like I said, any problems, give us an email at hello@sociallydistant.pub. That way Dave can deal with it, because I can't, because he's the magic man that does the magic things on the magic internet. So hopefully you've done well on that round. We'll be back very shortly with our picture quiz. See you in a bit. Thank you to everyone that's got your answers in so quickly. Thank you everyone that's had problems and has been patient in helping us, letting you get them fixed. It's the exciting part of the night. It's the picture quiz. So this week we've gone a little bit safer, you could say. But we're actually looking for anagrams of famous people here. So for some of them, the picture might give you a hint. For some of them, the picture might throw you off. But I think mostly they're hints. So we are looking for anagrams. They're all of famous people. If you refresh your pages, you should be able to see 10 anagrams there. So we'll give you a bit of time to answer them now. Take your time, grab a drink, have a chat to your mates. They are quite tricky. I have warned you. So have fun with that, and we'll be back very shortly. Well, not very shortly, probably a little bit, probably about 9:05, and we'll go on to round 4. See you in a bit. Good luck. Also, remember, if you haven't already, do click on the YouTube video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way we'll be able to give you good quality content. I feel like such like a budget influencer plugging it, but please do. It does help us keep the site running and pays the bills. Hello, everybody, and welcome back again. As you can see, we do have Dave back in the house, and hopefully, with that wave and these headphones going on, Dave, I can hear you again.
I hope so. Can you?
I can.
Ah, fantastic.
I can indeed. I'm just going to mute you on the other call that we have going because, high-tech operation here at Pub Quiz Streams, mostly done through a WhatsApp video call and nothing else. So, Dave, how are the scores looking after the first round? And the
They're
second
looking
round?
good. We're quite tight at the top. We've got one team pulling ahead, Deportivo. You'd think there would be some googling going on there, if I'm not being honest. Then we've got second and third place, properly congested. You've got two teams on 16 vying for second, and then 7 teams on 15 in third place. It is getting tight. As always, you can look in your own leagues against the people that you care about, but obviously there is only one winner at the end.
Yeah. So, just in case people did miss it earlier, tell us about this new individualised league system, Dave, and tell us who some teams are deciding to look at.
Well, we can actually overlook who's following who and if anyone's following anyone back. I'm not going to tell you if there's no unrequited love going on here, but we can see sort of groups of family and friends and work colleagues emerging. So if you want to do that, then you click on the button at the top that says full leaderboard. If you're the person logged in submitting the answers, it's easy. If not, anybody else can log in as well. Pick the ones that you want out of the full leaderboard. Just tick the ones you want, and then hit add to my league. And they appear on the second tab there, in your own mini league.
And it really is as simple as that, isn't it, Dave?
It is, hopefully. And if you decide that they're winning, there is also the option to remove them from the mini league.
Yes, if you want to get rid of everyone. You could also add the current leaders if you wanted to test your skills up against them, for example. Or last place as well, but that would work. But
Yeah.
I think it's time we went through the answers to the first couple of rounds. So over to Dave.
Cool. So round one, big popular round, a couple of tens there. This is the Disney round. Everybody wanted it. So the name of the boy who owns Buzz and Woody, written on the bottom of the shoes, of course, is Andy. The warm-hearted snowman. I know a young man by the age of about 56 who is a huge fan of Olaf the snowman. So that was, of course, Olaf. Mr. Disney's first name, Walt Disney. It's on the front of every single film. The ride came about 30 years before the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. If you've seen the film, you should have it burned into your memory by now. P. Sherman, 42, Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia. Herbie the Love Bug, number 53. Mumford & Sons and Birdie, they wrote songs for the Brave soundtrack. After 9 appearances, Mickey Mouse finally got to speak some proper words. They were hot dogs, in that exact voice.
Like that.
The most popular Disney character is Donald Duck. Fun fact, to be Donald Ducking it means to wear shirts and nothing else.
Like me right now, then.
You and me both. Good shirt, though.
Yeah, very good shirt.
And lastly, the name of the lamp that we see jumping up and down, squashing the eye, is Luxo Jr. On to our harder, better, faster, quizzier, stronger, harder, definitely harder round. The home of the world's biggest McDonald's, of course, is the USA, not Uzbekistan, as I have heard. The largest city by area in the USA is in Florida as well, Jacksonville. If you would have a race on land, lose to a cheetah. In the sea, you'd definitely lose to a black marlin. Post Malone was the most streamed artist of 2019 according to Spotify.
So look at that, the world was ending even before all this coronavirus stuff.
The world's tallest living man or the world's tallest living woman. The world's tallest living woman was 221 centimetres, but a full foot taller was the world's tallest man that we wanted.
Not a lot in it, though.
Not a lot, as a foot. To some people, 30 centimetres is a lot, Alan.
30 centimetres of hair would go a long way at this point, wouldn't it?
Oh, I could do some hair back. Paperback, hardback, I think it was actually. The Harry Potter books, the longest one is the Order of the Phoenix, and it is currently propping up my laptop, actually. If you were looking for the world's tallest guide mast, it's basically a big mast with strings on the side. It's the USA, second time the correct answer.
Not
The longest railway tunnel in Europe goes underneath the Alps. It's the Gotthard Base Tunnel. It's about 35.5 miles long, 4 miles longer than the Channel Tunnel. Both from America. The heaviest burger in the world is 1,724 pounds, which is a good half a ton heavier almost than the heaviest man. It's a fat lad by the name of John Browan. Obviously, if he were to eat half of the world's heaviest burger, he'd be even bigger. And the man with the world's largest penis, because they clearly haven't asked us, when he passes on, he's going to give his monster dong to the Iceland Phallological Museum.
which does seem like a waste, doesn't it? Because we all know what happens when you put them in the cold, and it's.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe that's why Mum's go to Iceland.
Well, thank you as ever, Dave. And we hope you've all enjoyed your anagrams as well. We're going to take another really quick break, and then we'll be back with round 4, which is a very, very, very special music round this week. Dave's heard them already, haven't you?
Oh, they are.
That's right. Heard them as well. So if you haven't, make sure you do have a copy of the video up altogether, because you will need to listen to these.
Yep, I've just had a quick look at the numbers. There's still about half of you yet to hand in your anagrams round. So if you get those in the next couple of minutes, we'll start marking them, and then you can listen to our treats.
I think that's the only word we can call them. Right. See you in a bit, Dave.
See you, mate.
Last chance to get those anagrams in now. Hit submit if you haven't already. Hello, 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 hello. I need to turn my screen on, don't I? Thank you to everyone that's got your answers in so quickly there. A bit of a tough anagram round. Now, because we haven't tried enough new things that might or might not work this week, we're going to go with something else. So this is just a 1 minute warning that you'll need to get yourself in place. Make sure that you are ready. Refresh your pages as well. As always, you'll need to refresh your pages and make sure you're on the answer sheet as well. You make sure you're on the home page, which is sociallydistant.pub, and you're not on any of the other pages. And you should see 10 magical things have appeared. And I'm just going to refresh this just to make sure that it does work. So 10 magical things should now be up. You'll see there are 10 clips, but what are they? Well, tonight is our first ever played out music round. It couldn't be simpler than that. So we've got 10 audio clips that we have reversed. And we're going to be looking for the song title and also the artist for this. So not just, it'll be song title first and artist second on your answer sheets. So there's 10 of them. And fingers crossed, Oh, it's gone very dark, hasn't it? Fingers crossed this works. I think it will. So here is number 1. So good luck if you got that one right. Remember, we are looking for the song and the artist. I'm going to play it for you one more time. Right. So, fingers crossed you got that. Now on to question number 2. Again, song and then artist. And we'll go again. Well done if you got that one. And now we're going on to question number 3. Here's that one for you again. Remember, song and then artist. Well done if you got that one. Remember, on your answer sheet, put the song and then the artist. Now on to question 4. Here it is again. Straight on to question 5. Oh god, that one's not too pleasant. Let's hear it again. And if that hasn't brought every stray cat in your neighbourhood to your door, hopefully you're able to play question number 6. We don't give you the answers for nothing, but here's question 6 again. Maybe question 7 will sound better in reverse. Hopefully you got that. Here it is one more time. No pressure on this one, number 8. Good luck. Hope you're ready. Here's number 9. Sounds like I've gone to Berg 9. That's question number 9. Oh, it's taken me back to my days of being a DJ. This is one ear cup to the old ear and one to the beer. So finally, on this round, here's sample number 10. Bit of a tricky one to leave you out on. Here it is, one more time, sample number 10. So hopefully you all did quite well on them. We won't be repeating any of them because you've heard them twice already. That's plenty of time for them, I think. So get those answers in. We'll get marking them. And as always, we'll be back once we finish marking with our final round for this week. See you in a bit. Big shout out to Jan, who's doing incredible on her couch to 5k from Ross. And shout out to the team that pulls out as well.
I don't think that round's going. Looking at the answers that are coming in, they're pretty stacked.
Big shout out to Home and a Gay, a shout out to Jess, and a shout out to the birthday boy. Rod, you might need to be more specific whose birthday it is, but if you're the birthday boy, congrats. If you're not the birthday boy, I hope it's your birthday soon.
Yeah, obviously when you do that, my phone rings and I can't see anything. What's your handling? Hold up.
they always say don't work with children, dogs, or technology. I chose to work with Dave. Dave, you're back. You're back.
Sorry, which one am I?
A bit of both, really, I suppose. So, how are those scores looking?
We're just going through marking the music clips round now. They will haunt my nightmares. The score's looking pretty tight as we go into the last round, which is a true or false round. So, really, you've got a 50-50 chance on every question.
But also, if you're into your Derren Brown, you've probably got less than a 50-50 chance, unless you keep changing your answers. Or don't change your answers. How does it work? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Just a note to say that obviously the website you're all playing on is something we've built by hand, mostly these hands. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or features that you want to see us add in, or you think that you might want to help out, get in touch, drop a tweet. All the codes also on GitHub if you're that kind of person. But yeah, we're more than welcome the feedback, and it'd be great to see what you guys have going on.
Yeah, and I think we've, despite not asking for any, we've also had some donations in tonight, haven't we, Dave?
Absolutely, yeah. We didn't expect to get any donations. We're not running a raffle tonight because we can be bothered. But yeah,
Also,
massive thanks to...
Yeah, everyone gave so generously last week. We were like, let's give you a week off.
Yeah, I've got nothing left to shave. But yeah, massive thanks to those who, without any prompting or any sort of pushing, that's Pete Crabtree, Steve Jury, and Jasmine Roop. You've all donated completely... thanks, we didn't ask for it. All the money will go into our running costs for the servers, for the domains, for the hosting.
Yeah,
we're not making any money on this, sadly.
No, that would have been a much better idea. But no, every bit that we get through donations, we put straight back into the site, and just making sure that we can have it run for more people and for longer and for better is the best way of putting it, I suppose. So thank you for that. Right, Dave. I'm going to put you back in your corner for one last time tonight. But I'm sure we'll see you a bit later on.
Just in a bit, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Adios for now. So, obviously, massive thank you to Dave for helping out. As I say, helping out. He basically built the entire site. It's probably more than helping out at this point. But thank you for Dave for that, and like Dave said, thank you to everyone that has donated. You can donate if you want to help our running costs. We don't expect anything, especially not this week, after all of you guys who gave so generously last week for our charities as well. But if you want to chuck some money and go for it, I'm not going to stop you, am I? Like I said, we don't take any money from it ourselves. We put it all straight back into the site. Like Dave said, round 5 is a true or false round, so hopefully easy, but maybe difficult. If you haven't already, now's the time to refresh your answer pages, or make sure you're on the answer page as well, as we go ready for round 5. Question number 1. Goldfish only have a 3-second memory. True or false? That's question 1. Goldfish only have a 3-second memory. True or false? Question 2. Carlisle is further east than Edinburgh. That's question number 2. Carlisle is further east than Edinburgh. And no, not going to just be rocking a moustache anytime soon to whoever suggested that terrible, terrible idea. Bit of rivalry going between the Detty Pigs and Mission Quiz Possible as well. Remember, you can see who's winning based on your personalised leaderboards if you haven't done that already. Right, question number 3. Margaret Thatcher is the only UK Prime Minister not to have a wife while in office. True or false? As question 3, Margaret Thatcher is the only UK Prime Minister not to have a wife while in office. True or false? Question number 4. The most viewed video on the NHS's YouTube channel is about coronavirus. Question number 4. The most viewed video on the NHS's YouTube channel is about coronavirus. Is that true or is that false? Question number 5. There have been jellyfish in space. True or false? Question 5. There have been jellyfish in space. Question number 6. The Monopoly mascot's name is Mr. Moneybags. As question number 6. The Monopoly mascot's name is Mr. Moneybags. Question 7. Donald Duck's real name is Fauntleroy. As question 7, Donald Duck's real name is Fauntleroy. True or false? Bonus Disney question in there for you all. Question 8. Paprika is the Hungarian word for pepper. That's question 8. Paprika is the Hungarian word for pepper. True or false? Or paprika. Correction to question 7. It's true or false. Donald Duck's middle name is Fauntleroy. Question 7 was true or false. Donald Duck's middle name was Fauntleroy. True or false? Question number 9. Bill Gates is the 4th Bill Gates in his family. True or false? As question 9, Bill Gates is the 4th Bill Gates in his family. True or false? And finally, question number 10. Pope John Paul II was the first non-Italian pope for over 500 years when he was elected. True or false? That's question 10. Pope John Paul II was the first non-Italian pope for over 500 years when he was elected. True or false? And we'll run through those questions one more time. So question 1 was goldfish only have a 3-second memory. Question 2 is Carlisle is further east than Edinburgh. Question 3, Margaret Thatcher was the only UK Prime Minister not to have a wife while in office. Question 4, the most viewed video on the NHS YouTube channel is about coronavirus. Question 5, there have been jellyfish in space. True or false? Question 6, the Monopoly mascot's name is Mr. Moneybags. Question 7, Donald Duck's middle name is Fauntleroy. Question 8, paprika or paprika is the Hungarian word for pepper. Question number 9, Bill Gates is the fourth Bill Gates in his family, true or false? And finally, question number 10, Pope John Paul numero uno dos. Pope John Paul II was the first non-Italian pope for over 500 years when he was elected. Like I said, all of those are true or false questions, so hopefully shouldn't be too hard. We're going to take another short break while we mark all of those true or false questions, which should hopefully be quite quick. Just enough time to tell you about next week's quiz, which is going to be a little bit different. Let's just say it's going to be a bit more of a after dark quiz, if you get my gist. Do make sure you're following us on @PubQuizStreams on Instagram and Twitter for when we reveal exactly how after dark that's going to be straight after this quiz. Get those answers in, and we will see you very soon with the final scores. For those of you that missed it, question 5 was true or false. There have been jellyfish in space. welcome back, everybody, and welcome back, Dave.
Good evening.
Good evening. Right, Dave, take us through those quiz answers again very quickly.
Okay, they've all been marked. There were
winner.
some fantastic answers here. I really enjoyed writing this round. So number one, goldfish have a 3-second memory. Everyone thinks it's false. It's been debunked countless times, and as it's the way with the internet, you can find out by Googling it. Carlisle is further east than Edinburgh. Not by much, there's about a mile or so in it, but yeah, the UK is a bit wonky like that. Interesting one, Margaret Thatcher is not the only UK Prime Minister to not have a wife. There are others. There's Ramsay MacDonald and Edward Heath were both wifeless. One was a bachelor, one was widowed. Boris Johnson technically still has a wife. It's not the one he's got with the baby in the belly. That's, naughty boy. Speaking of naughty, the most viewed NHS YouTube video is not about the coronavirus. It's a video about how to breastfeed because it's got some boobs in it, and the internet loves boobs.
Also, if you drew like a dot in the middle of both our heads and put them together, Dave, maybe the internet would like us more then.
The internet, somebody Photoshop it, please. I look forward to that tweet. I had a fantastic answer from somebody on there have been jellyfish in space. It is true, NASA sent up 9,000 of them. While they were there for about a couple of months, they bred. So there have not only been jellyfish in space, there has been hot jellyfish sex in space. As somebody put correctly, true, but they are not native. The Monopoly mascot's name is not Mr. Moneybags, it's actually Rich Uncle Pennybags. Donald Duck's real name is Fauntleroy. True. Paprika is the Hungarian word for pepper. That's true again. Bill Gates isn't the fourth, he's the third in his family.
Yeah, Billiam Gates the third, to give him his full name.
Billiam? Billiam?
Billiam? That's his name, isn't it? Billiam Gates. That's why he's
I
called
think
Bill
it's
Gates.
William H. Gates, actually, from being
No, it's Billiam. Billiam
and Pope
short
John Paul II, the first non-Italian popular in here, for over 500 years, false. They were 400 years.
By the time we get to the last round, the sort of the brevity of the questions becomes a bit difficult for us to write. So yes, no, that last one about the first non-Italian pop.
We write them in the same order as we read them out. So the last round is normally the drunkest round as well.
Someone else has pointed out, Dave, that Theresa May also did not have a wife.
Yeah, true.
That's very true. That's very true. Well, Boris might have 4 or 5. Who knows? So, Dave, how does that leaderboard look at the end of tonight?
Well, thankfully, still no chance for a tiebreaker. It scares me every week that we might have one, and so far, still no tiebreaker.
Yeah, tiebreakers scare me.
Yeah, so we've got 79 teams are playing. Huge list again. If you're logged in, you can find where you are on the leaderboard. You're the one highlighted in blue. The top 3, though, we've got 4th place is split amongst the Detty Pigs. Wash your hands. Gammon and Stacey and Quizakabusi. 3rd place goes to Quentin Quarantino. Is it correct now? I do love the names. 2nd, the Prince symbol, but make it's not a drinking problem, it's social distancing. That's the logs.
So the artist formerly known as it's not a drinking problem, it's social distancing. That's so hard to say when you've been drinking since. And
the winners, I think, for the 3rd week on the trot now.
Maybe, yeah, after winning the special.
Deportivo La Coronavirus. Jamie, Tom, Rachel, Dan,
maybe Dan,
57 out of 60, only dropping 3 points for an entire round. And we're making these as hard as you can to Google. So any accusations of cheating, and we get them every week, we don't care.
Also, you seen that, Dave? Quentin Quarantino, Finn is the birthday boy. We found him.
Oh yeah, on Saturday.
And he came 2nd.
Yeah. But like I say, you can log on, you can build your own leaderboards. We leave the website up for a few days yet, so you can play around and see how you compare to people that matter to you.
Yeah. Well, thanks as always, Dave, and I'll see you
Yep.
very soon.
See ya.
Now, because I am, I did tell you we would give you this, but it is coming. So remember, next week is our first ever After Dark quiz. It might be a bit later. It's going to be a lot ruder as we change our logo ever so slightly temporarily, and we go into the new age of pub quiz streams just for one night. So please, please, please do not let your kids watch next week. We're telling you now, do not let them watch next week. We're going to be drunker, ruder, louder and swearier than ever. And hopefully so will all of you lot as well. And hopefully you will all enjoy it too. So thank you to everybody that has played and donated this week. We love you all. We actually, we really do. We couldn't do this without you. It'd be really boring running a quiz just by yourself. So thank you to everyone that has played. Thank you to everyone that's donated over the weeks and everyone that's played over the weeks. And we'll see you next week with a very, very, very never to be repeated, I think is probably the best way to put it, quiz. Remember, if you want to find out more about that, do follow us on our social media at Pub Quiz Streams and us on Instagram and Twitter, because we can do this now. We're like professionals. So do that, and we will see you all very, very shortly. Thanks everyone for playing. Well done to Deportivo, and we'll see you all next week.